beauty is flowing out of this particular frame. We have got the queens and a gentleman present with us for this chat. Let me quickly introduce them. We have Rhea Singha. She's Miss Universe India of year 2024. We have got Nikhil. He is a beauty pageant entrepreneur, and a very beautiful Victoria. She is Miss Universe 2024. Thank you so much for joining us for this conversation here at News9. Rhea, let me begin with you. You are a Guju girl from heart. You are Miss Universe India. How do you feel about beauty pageantry, and why did you choose this career?
Beauty pageants was something that was brought to me when I was 15 years old. I started off with my teen pageant, and I really found and discovered myself in it. And I'm so glad that I was able to do that, because the truest self that I was able to come out there. Before that, I was a very shy person, and you asked me about the Guju girl question. I'm very proud to be Gujarati, because we have so many things. For example, being an entrepreneur, that is something I'm aiming and striving to do. As I see, both my parents are entrepreneurs, so very, very inspired by them.
Since you have touched upon the entrepreneur angle, how can I not ask my next question to Nikhil? Nikhil, we have met in the past. I again have to ask you the question about your passion for beauty pageantry, and why did you choose to bring upon this thing to the world?
I believe that if you are not the part of beauty pageant industry, it's very difficult to understand what goes inside. I feel that I'm blessed and I'm fortunate enough that I meet so many young talented women across the world. Trust me, they're inspiring every single day. They inspire me. They're so hardworking that it cannot be explained in words. Once you see them, then you understand how a sports person prepares for an Olympics. Beauty pageant aspirants prepare for the national or international beauty pageants. It's very difficult, and trust me, it takes a lot of zeal and hard work.
Absolutely. Victoria, let me again introduce you to the world, to the India specifically. Namaste, first of all, from my side. How is India treating you, and what are your thoughts about being here in India?
Oh, I actually just arrived yesterday. I got the most warm welcoming in the airport. I am eternally grateful for everyone who showed up. It was really the best way to see India at first sight. And then, of course, I went directly to the lovely press conference. And India is a country full of such a rich culture and radiant and vibrant passion and culture. So for me, being here in India is an honor, and I am really excited for this week. I'm sure we're going to do amazing things. And again, my first impression is so good. The people are so warm-hearted. And of course, I already tried your cuisine, and it's amazing.
Thank you so much for appreciating that. Coming back to you, Rhea, you are quite young. You are already holding a crown to your name. Apart from that, I would like to ask you, what's next in the career?
For now, I'm focusing on finishing my reign as Miss Universe India 2024. As Miss Universe India 2025 approaches. But now my focus is going towards Bollywood. I aim to become an actor. I've already signed a movie, and so I'm very, very excited for it. I've already started working towards it. A lot of hard work, but it's all going to be worth it.
Definitely. And Nikhil, what's your vision for India, and if you would like to sort of accommodate that in our premises, bringing more international stuff to our country, how would you do that as a beauty pageant entrepreneur?
For me, my country stands first, and I would want to promote my country as much as I can. And with that, I really want to promote as many talents as I can, because that's what is very, very satisfying. I mean, seeing the young girls achieve, and when they do good in their career, I think that's the most satisfying thing that you can ever see. So, and about India, I would really bring a lot of glory to India. Last year we did win 2 international crowns, and I hope that we keep doing that, so that we can make our country bigger and better on the international map.
That's really interesting. Victoria, I did a little bit research about you, and I was shocked to know that you hold the degree for marketing and also business. How did beauty pageantry entice you?
Oh, beauty pageantry has always been something that has been really close to me. I started watching it when I was 5 years old, so as soon as I turned 17 years old, which is the legal age of competing nationally, I started in Denmark, and I am a person who really believes in dreaming big. So of course Miss Universe was my end goal. I have been doing national pageants. I have been doing another major international pageant, but Universe has always been my end goal, and look where I am. Of course, I come from a background of a degree in business and marketing. I started my own company when I was 16. I have been studying diamonds and jewels. But for me, I am so eager to learn everything I can do, so I have a lot of balls in my hands. And again, I'm only 21 years old, and I have the whole world right in front of me, so I grab every opportunity I can.
And if I'm not wrong, you're a professional dancer as well, right?
Exactly. I have been a professional dancer my entire life. I started dancing when I was 3. So I love to dance, yeah. And I really believe I have my discipline from growing up in the dance school.
Like I introduced both of you as queens, and with crown comes a lot of responsibility. You girls are very, very young, representing your respective countries on the international platform. I could ask you if, Rhea, what's that purpose that you want to fulfill through the beauty that you hold?
Well, there's a lot, first of all, of responsibility, as you said, and with that comes the understanding that change has to be made, and we are the people that have that power in our hands. And so I started working with Work Ready with Rhea, which I created for the youth to know that they have the space to grow, because I find that in India specifically, a lot of the youth have a skill set, but they don't have the ability to communicate it, which becomes a huge issue, because if you can't communicate what you're passionate about, what you want to do in your career, then you're never going to be able to end up doing what you love. So that is the bridge that I want to put to the gap.
That's really, really interesting and a very smart answer. Nikhil, if I could come to you with the question, because when we talk about pageantry, when we talk about fashion shows, when we talk about, you know, glamorous, beautiful girls with brain on stage, we often don't speak about what goes behind the stage. If you could speak to us with regards to the process, how do you exactly implement all of the things that are there on the paper on stage, and that too effortlessly and error-free?
Okay. First of all, I believe that the most difficult part is choosing the one girl out of the thousands who apply. There's so many phenomenal women.
Water everywhere, no water to drink.
It's like when you see them, you feel like, oh my God, what was I doing when I was that young? And you see such incredible talents at such young age. Look at these women, they're just 20 and 21. And oh my God, they have conquered the universe.
Yeah.
So the first thing that goes there, that okay, who is the most prepared one? Who is the one who is very easy to work with? The organizations always want to work with a queen who is easy to work with, because you have plans for them. If they're not flexible to work with you properly, how would you help them grow their career? Because we're not looking for just a girl who will represent India. We're looking for somebody who will inspire millions of people. And that is the major purpose, and that is why we have to be very specific that whose preparation is on point, who is very disciplined, who understands what it is to represent the country.
Victoria, you're the first Dane who have achieved that particular crown, who has gone, you know, to that heights. So it comes with a lot of responsibility for you too. But in terms of representation, how critical and how precious that crown is for you also, because your final winning answer stayed with me, that no matter where you come from, it's the opportunity that you turn into a strength. So please, if you would like to elaborate that.
For me, my background story is not a pretty background story, but for me, it is taking my background and my life, because it's a part of who I am, but turning those difficulties into my strength to do even better in life. That is fuel for me to keep on dreaming big, because for me everything is achievable, but you also don't come to the crown while sleeping in bed every day. You really have to work hard enough for it. Me preparing for Miss Universe was all about traveling around the world, really doing my research and branding myself, because, as I said, hard work pays off in the end. So no matter, as you said, no matter where you come from and your background story, I believe that you should take it and use it as your fuel to do even better in life.
Hits me right back to the nostalgia moment here with the
Yes.
answer that you have given us. Thank you for taking me back to year 2024. Also, Rhea, because we come from a society that, you know, often has a taboo about how a beautiful girl should be looking, how she should be speaking. So while, you know, you were going through all of the processes, and when you chose that you want to represent yourself or your country at beauty pageant, did you come across any sort of you know, any sort of comment in your path that stayed with you, and then you were like, no, now I have to prove you wrong. This is something that I have to correct.
Yeah, I found that a lot of people actually have that way of working where they find that if somebody puts them down, then they want to do even better. For me, the way I find my strength is to make my parents proud, is to see how I can make the society a little bit of a better place to live. I mean, I'm just one person as an individual, so there's only so much I can do. But do my part in whatever strength I have, more than trying to put somebody down because they said certain something. That makes me less powerful. And I like to put myself in a position where I get the strength from within me. I have the fire within me to achieve whatever I want. It doesn't have to come from outside, no matter if it's good or bad.
Wow, that's really beautiful. Nikhil, like I've already asked Rhea, and you have already said that for you, your country comes first. So what would be your message as somebody who is heavily into beauty pageantry? What would be your messaging to the young girls out there? How should they be looking at this career? How should they be preparing themselves, you know, to present themselves to the international platforms and to the world?
I would highlight certain points. Every skin color is beautiful. Don't feel that, okay, if your skin color is different from what people find beautiful, is not beautiful. You should understand every skin color is beautiful. Everybody can be a beauty queen, but what matters, are you the best version of yourself? What matters is that have you worked hard to be the best version of yourself? If not, you're not fit for pageants. But yes, if you're ready to work hard, if you're ready to be the best version of yourself, beauty pageant is the platform for you. It is there to teach you, it is there to inspire you, it is there for you to inspire the generations. You can become a better version of yourself. Beauty pageant is not only restricted to modeling. You become a better person for everything that you want to opt for your career.
And you go through a lot of, you know, steps when you go to that stage. It's not just a, I believe it's not just a one step that you have gone there and then you're walking on the stage. You have to go through so many processes. If I could ask you, Victoria, what was the most difficult part of your entire journey so far? And what would be your suggestion to the young girl who will be competing for Miss Universe 2025? What should they be looking out for?
I actually think the most difficult part I faced was my society. And in Denmark, because in Denmark we have a very conservative way of thinking and a conservative way of seeing the beauty pageant industry. So I am just super happy that I won and I represent Denmark, and I can now bring more information to my home country about pageantry and open their eyes even more. My recommendations for girls in pageantry must be to believe in yourself, work hard, and enjoy the ride.
Wow, that was a very amazing chat that I had with three of you over here. Thank you so much for speaking to News9. It was lovely. Thank you, Victoria. Namaste again.
Namaste.